Coach's Corner. Group effort today. It's going to be awesome. Koski from Petoskey, our resident expert in speed and jumping. Awesome. Taylor, our uber athlete from University of Michigan. Oh yeah, the pole vaulter decathlete. Oh yeah. What they're going to talk about is we're going to talk about jumping. Steve's going to talk about how to take off and land properly. Part of it is that what happens if people land improperly all the time is that they end up with ACL, MCL, potential injuries. And what Steve's going to do is show you some ways of kind of training so maybe you can avoid those things. Without further ado,
take her away.
Boom.
Awesome. How you guys doing, Koski? So really quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Taylor kind of demo some things here where I'm going to go through and show you where I'm looking for when I watch athletes jump and take off, and for both hurdle jumps, box jumps, etc. is going in place. I'm going to show you some modifications to start off, some regular athletes, and then we'll actually work our way into some little advanced procedures and stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and what I'm going to look at a lot of times when I'm going to have Taylor hop in place, and when I'm looking at his knees to track out over his toes, not knocked together. A lot of guys, you'll see this in science, they call them like a valgus movement where their knees kind of dropping in, like a newborn baby giraffe or Bambi on ice, and I want to prevent that. So what I'm going to have Taylor do is I'm going to have him hop in place right now. He can actually bring both feet together, and that's going to help his knees to actually track out. And then what I'm going to have him do, and you can have this do in any athlete right now, is have his feet start to widen a little bit. And I want his knees still to track out here. And I'm also looking at his ankles, making sure they're not collapsing in. A lot of times you're going to see this more in the female athletes where their knees will start to track in a little bit more. You want to make sure they're driving them out so they're tracking over their toes. Now, before you get them any type of bigger jump or whatnot, we're going to have them go ahead and go into like some tuck jumps, getting a little bit more intensive, coming up a little bit higher, and still maintaining, looking for that good athletic position of those knees driving up over the feet, and then come up a little higher. Going into some tuck jumps to go about 5 or 6. This is also getting his body prepped up for a more intensive jump. That's good. Again, watching for his knees, watching for his ankles. I'm again watching, make sure that this bad boy is not happening right here. Don't want knees to be touching together. Don't want my ankles to be collapsing in. I want him to land in good athletic position where the feet are going to land just about underneath the hips. Go ahead and show that again. Feet underneath the hips and just come to a landing position. Boom. See this landing position here, ankles are in good support, knees track over the hips, his actually hips are coming back. This is a very good athletic position that you want to see your athlete land in. And then if they're going to go ahead and take off a repeated procedure of jumping, you want to make sure they're hitting this position and then exploding back up. So for my athletes here, what we usually do is if we're going to go to a more advanced stage right now of jumping over hurdles, you can have them simulate jumping over cones, jumping over little plastic hurdles, smaller 6-inch boxes. Maybe you can grab a fat 45-pound plate, have them jump on top of that plate, jump back down. Still looking for the same thing, driving up over the toes, good athletic position for the entire time. We're going to show a couple hurdle jumps now where Taylor's going to jump over, land, immediately jump back over, and then land in good athletic position the last one. And I want to see how he lands, where his arms go, where his knees go, and everything else. So with this one, arms, we don't want them flailing all over the place, staying nice and close to the body, going up, and go ahead and jump on over. Boom, landing in good athletic position, and he'll walk around. Let's do it one more time. I want you to actually stick this one over here in the middle and hold on and shake one athletic position. So here I'll watch, a lot of times you can see he was about ready to prep up and jump back over on the ball of his foot. But if I saw him come in here and say one of these knees come tracking together like that, that's what we're looking for. And that's the deficiency that you've seen a lot of, maybe even more so female, but still even male people who maybe haven't been that accustomed to jumping or sports or whatnot. And we want to prevent that in our athletes for hurdle jumps, boxing, for whatnot. So we want to make sure their knees, again, tracking out over their toes, their ankles aren't collapsed in, hands are staying close to the body, eyes are up, looking up. You don't want to be looking straight down, you want to be looking straight up over, exploding up. Go ahead and jump up. And Taylor's a really good athlete, so he makes it look pretty simple and easy. But if you have somebody that's struggling, obviously break down the heights and bring them on lower. Done.
Coach's Corner.